Good morning, traders. Welcome back to the Chart Whisperer. I am Tepo, back again with another analysis video. Monday, first trading day of the week, so we want to get off to a great start. So please do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and follow with me for today's analysis. Beginning with the Dow Jones, we finally had that little pullback I was talking about on Friday. So it's safe to say that we kind of have begun our downtrend. We've had, as you can see, I've marked it as one level of drop, although I'll still be watching price. They still might want to come up here to last week's high and make it a three-leg peak formation, but for me this is enough. Hits the top there, so I kind of actually expect to see price just dropping down further. Trading opportunities, none actually. When I look at the ADR high is a little bit too close to our potential points of interest there, so as much as I expect price to drop down, I will not be able to take any trades. No continuation available today either, but yeah, I think this week we've got a downtrend on the Dow Jones. Coming over to NASDAQ, same thing as well. They did three. NASDAQ, by the way, follows the levels very, very well. It's seldom that you'll get more than three levels. Usually you get nice levels. Three clear levels that you won't even ask many questions about. So I'm expecting them to come down, unless they do two, but again, that's not very common. NASDAQ, I'm expecting another two levels of drop. They did their one level pretty clear. They're quite aggressive about that on Friday and continued that move at market open today, so I expect them to continue dropping. I cannot take any positions because they pulled price back a little bit too much for me. No continuations, ADRs over there, and no stop hunt trades, but I'm definitely short on the NASDAQ today. The pound, they're taking a while to complete their cycle here, as you can see, but still is the cycle and they're still completing it quite well. So far we've had two levels of rise. Still a period of consolidation here, isn't it? But yeah, we've had two levels of rise and I'm expecting one more level of rise. Let's see if we can't get a stop hunt trade. No, our yesterday's low is right there. In fact, it's below the ADR low, so I won't take anything going from a stop hunt point of view, sorry. But I am definitely ready for a continuation at last week's highs, respectively. So respectively that was. So yeah, I am definitely expecting to go long there. We'll see if we get any continuation patterns. So my alert will be right there at last month's high for the pound. Moving over to GBPUSD here, instead I'm expecting for price to reverse. We've had three levels of rise, although the third one wasn't so aggressive, but it still does count in my books as a third level of rise. So I'm expecting the euro to turn around and begin their downtrend. They've given me one leg here, so I kind of want to see them come back. Unless it's a half a bat formation, then they continue with continuation, a little bit of a longer consolidation before dropping price from here. But I am leaning more towards them coming for the second leg there. So I would like to see price come up here and give us some sort of a reversal pattern here, an enablable candlestick pattern, and have a reversal all the way from here and begin our downtrend. I must say though that I think the ADR high is quite close here, so I am always careful. In this case, I actually would have preferred for this to be a continuation trade, but I don't have any of those options, so I'll just be monitoring price. To be honest, it's likely, since it's so close to the ADR, it's likely that price does move in an uptrend today and actually close around this region and only give us our stop hunt tomorrow for the drop. But obviously I can't see the future, so we'll see what price decides to do there. But I'll definitely have my alert here and just be watching. Coming over to AUDUSD, also completed their cycle. I've had three levels, and as far as I'm concerned, they've kind of pulled price back here. So I just want to see them do it a little bit more, just to confirm that this is our peak formation, our M formation, and then we can be ready for our drop. But I'm definitely expecting them to drop price. I don't know if they're gonna come all the way up here. It's not likely. I don't expect it, but it's still obviously possible. However, from a trading point of view, I'm looking to take only continuations here on AUD. So I'm gonna have my alert down here. I basically want to see price come down here, pull it back a little bit, and then I'll enter my short trade, because I'm expecting them to give us at least one level of drop today and the entire cycle this week. USDCAD is going to pass right over it, so maybe you can see the points of interest. Not trading here until they get out of this region, like I've said. Yeah, nothing to say here, nothing to see there. I need them to break this low, and then we'll start talking. Dollar Swiss franc has given me 2 levels of drop. It looks like they gave a 3rd level of drop here, but for me, this is not convincing enough. It's not a complete level. I want to see them drop it for a full level and close at least below this with some sort of consolidation. Then I'll be sure that they've done all 3 levels of drop before I can expect to reverse price. So because of that, EURUSD, I have the same expectations for it and dollar Swiss franc, which is not always common, but it happens. I still expect them to drop until they've completed their cycle. I will not really be looking to go long unless it's a clear reset. So that being said, here I'm expecting a stop hunt high drop. Friday's high is right there. Last month's high isn't too far either, actually, so they could just make it something like this. I'm expecting them to do this. I think there might be some liquidity trapped here, maybe, but what's more likely for me is that they come all the way up here, give me a clear reversal sign, and then drop price. Like I said, I want to see one more level of drop, and then we can start talking about a reversal for this trend. So I'll have my alerts basically at yesterday's high or Friday's high and monitor there. And finally, S&P 500s, just like NASDAQ, completed their uptrend and then pulled price back down quite aggressively. Definitely have had one level of drop here, no questions asked. So I'm expecting them to complete their cycle this week if we're lucky. To about 2 or 3 levels of drop this week before maybe we see another reversal. We don't have a point of interest. Friday's high is a little bit too far. It's way above the the ADR high, as well as last month's high is also still above it. So can't even take a continuation. As you can see, ADR low is right there. So S&P 500, honestly, I'm expecting them to drop price. They could bring it back up here a little bit, maybe, I don't know, before dropping it, but I do expect them to give us 2 or 3 levels of drop. However, won't be taking any positions. As you can see, there aren't any clear points of interest. In fact, it doesn't look like I'll have much trades for New York because NASDAQ as well has the same issue, no points of interest. So most likely to have any movements in London session for the currencies. And that is the end of today's analysis video. Please give me a like there, subscribe if you haven't already, if you're enjoying the analysis or if you're getting some value from it. Please click the link in the description. We have a discussion going there discussing different instruments and our level counts. Just this morning we're comparing our level counts in terms of EURUSD, couple of traders in there, so please do join us. There's a link in the description, and also in the Signal group, in the Telegram Signal group, you'll see there is a link to the discussion. So please click there, join us, and let's see your insights. Let's trade the other day together and see if we can't give some value to each other. So until then, please trade profitably, have a prosperous day, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.